AM 560. The Answer.
There it is. You know who never worries about being audited? Congressmen, senators, lobbyists. How many guys from the Carlyle Group ever got audited? Boy, that would be interesting, huh? I'll never forget we had the waitress call. Showed $3,000. You remember, honey bunny? 18% interest. Poor lady's working her ass off. And all these scoundrels. It's money for nothing and ugly chicks for free, especially among these Democrats. They are frickin' ugly. You notice that? I look around in Chicago. What happened to you people? It used to be a nice-looking city. 312-642-5600, live in Pingree Grove at Gobert's. By the way, Gobert's all good-looking people, huh? Like Elvis Presley. Terry, Chicago.
Hey, Sean, a slave under scrutiny is not without welts. The Pharaoh told Israel to make bricks without straw, and dirt is meant to be walked on. That's the Democratic Party. Hey, and enjoy your version of Woodstock. Everybody's smoking cigars, right?
Oh, it's fantastic. Do you know what's interesting, though, Terry? What I like, and you'll appreciate this, too. The more they expand government spending and hire people, the more they think those people can generate revenue. I love to watch the economic illiterates go broke at a rapid pace, ever growing. Don't you?
Yeah, Sean, you're my economic advisor. That's why I figured I can't get out of the city.
No. You should have got out. You missed the window. Now you just have to go down and ride the ship. Lock the doors, Terry. It's just going to get spicier. Mike DuPage. Michael.
You're on. Hey, what's going on?
Are you all right? Nothing. You
Are you
kidnapped?
all right? Yeah, I'm great. Nothing. You kidnapped? Yeah. No, I escaped to the free Republic of Texas. I get to live like an American again.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Very good.
Yeah, wonderful.
We got a lot of reverb.
Hey,
We're going to have to call you back. We're going to have to call you. We don't call anybody. The phone doesn't even dial out. We just have you call on 312-642-5600. I love it as it's getting busy, but I want to stick on this broader point because it sets the tone for everything we face. And once you understand, the old way to take over people was through failed policies. That's why debt always grows in the most corrupt areas. But now that they understand they can weaponize the court system, now you've got problem on problem until Donald Trump. This victory and him giving the money away to the people who recognized the most obvious election theft in this country's history, called the 2020 election, is what they fear the most, which is why they have to rewrite in real time what this fund represents and what the settlement is an admission of.
They're doing with this fund. Now, after a decade of reporting on President Trump's various legal entanglements, I can say I don't think the average person fully appreciates the extent to which not just the president, but also his lawyers, who are now all working in government, that they really believe he was unfairly targeted by these previous criminal investigations.
You're mixing two stories. That's another case, dingbat. And that's the case where there was no plaintiff with Letitia James. There was no plaintiff. They railroaded him in front of a crooked Democrat judge who looked a lot like a fish without a hook in his mouth. And they got their way of false persecution, not prosecution. And this is going to lead to case number 2 that will be settled. You see, they're going to have to keep spinning it. They're going to have to keep lying about history. But we understand exactly what happened and who never gets audited.
Everything I did was permitted. There was no law. There was no regulation. There was nothing that did not give me the full authority to decide how I was going to communicate.
See how nice it is when you realize you're a god among people? This isn't a government, and these aren't people who believe they answer to you. They'll tell you whatever they want to, and you'll do nothing about it in the Democrat mafia, USSA. It's still the USA. Mike DuPage.
Hey, brother. What's going on, man? Greetings from the Free Republic of Texas.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're there.
Yeah, me too, man. I escaped. I'm a refugee. It's beautiful. Hey, listen, I was just telling Honey Bunny that, you and I have talked about this. These morons, these gangster frauds in government run bigger, more lucrative rackets than the mob guys ever dreamed of. They put them out of business because they didn't want the competition. You know,
well, and they get a pension.
Joey the Clown,
I
right?
never met a bookmaker with a pension. I never met a bagman with a pension. It's way better to be in government. If you're a kid out there and you're thinking about slinging some dope on the corner, or you want to run some numbers or take bets, forget about it. Go down to your local government office and fill out an application. It's a much better gig. You have no chance of ever working. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you remember Joey the Clown, right? That was our neighborhood. That's Grand Avenue, right? These guys make him look like he was running nickel craps game in the alley. I mean, as an amateur compared to these clowns.
He was half of the gangster. He was half the gangster of Mike Madigan.
Yeah.
Half the gangster of Ed Burke. Because you know what? When cops drove Joey around, he was going to jail. When cops drove down to Ed Burke, he was going to his side broad's house. That's the difference, Mike. Spot him a million miles away. Was Ed Burke ever audited? No?